Hello and welcome to the another episode of Let's Talk EV. Today we are joined by Mr. Pratik Gupta, who is the CEO of Gensol EV, a latest electric vehicle startup who is working on the micromobility. And what the micromobility solution is all about, Pratik will take us through the new concepts and also the design of this new platform called Ezio. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Great to be here.
Pratik, first of all, I would like to understand what was the need of micromobility solution when already we have hatchbacks, and when it comes to EVs, what are the benefits that this can offer?
So if you look at fundamentally, EVs are all about weight. The more weight you have, the more battery you have to pack, and that's how the price points go up and up and up. So we looked at what is the actual need of the customer. The customer requires something in the city which is nimble, easy to use, comfortable with air conditioning. How can we package that and deliver with safety and comfort at the center of the position? And that's how the idea was born. So looking at the reverse trike platform, the platform gives you ability to do anything that any other hatchback can do in the market. And that's where with the reverse trike solution, you can reduce your weight by half. That means you require significantly lower amount of battery. That means price points are going to be significantly lower. Currently, we are looking at launching this vehicle at half the price of our next competitor in the EV space for fleet mobility.
That's very nice to hear. But do you think India is ready for micromobility? We have seen these kind of solutions in the European markets and other developed markets where people do understand the practicality of. In India, it's still an aspiration. Owning in a car in aspiration. How do you see people moving from point A to point B going forward?
So 2, 3 points here. If you look at the market, majority of small hatchbacks now are bought as second or third car in the family, which never happened in India 10 years ago. So that's a new thing that is going to happen. The other thing, if you see other markets which are revolutionized, we were all looking at smaller phones. But when the use case happened and with bigger phones, people started adopting those. Same thing we'll see in mobility. As we're looking at large increase in SUV space, you are going to move situation where there are going to be use cases where small car makes sense. If you see the rise of CNG vehicles in the last 5 years, it's been phenomenal, and that is all on the back of cost per kilometer. With EVs, you can achieve, with our vehicle, you can achieve at about 40 paise per kilometer. That's significantly lower than anything out in the market, and smart customers are going to start adopting it very quickly.
Right, right. So now take us through the Ezio design and please can you show what's the Ezio is all about and it's the design and the overall form factor.
So the design basically starts as a teardrop. With the teardrop design, what happens is you have very low friction, and along with that, we have packaged all the comfort. There's large cabin space. There's a lot of headroom in the. There's a large front floor in front of you, so that gives you a lot of comfort when you're sitting as a customer. And then we have also made sure there is a boot area that can suffice all kinds of needs. Ride-hailing companies looking to serve the airport market. For them, luggage space becomes very, very important. In this, you can package like a mini suitcase and 3 other luggages that in the same package. So those are areas where we have kind of concentrated on the design point of view.
So this is the production ready vehicle currently and by when do we see in the commercial market?
So this is production ready. We already received our ARA clearances. We are doing advanced level testing. This car has been tested in heat of Jaisalmer, in the ghats of Maharashtra, in rains, and now it's in advanced testing. Now we are going to give this car to fleet operators for their trials and soon start taking orders. So you can see as early as next second half of this year.
What is your go-to-market strategy for this particular product? Because there are B2C applications, there are B2B applications. How do you gonna do about it? Because this is something unique that India will see in next few months.
So we are currently mainly concentrating on the B2B market, that is ride-hailing companies. We've already started talking to most of them. We in fact have an order book of about 30,000 vehicles combined between the Ezio and the EasyBot, which is the product we're going to launch next year. So there's already a lot of demand in the ecosystem, and we are going to start giving it to customers very soon.
Very nice. And what are your targets for this whenever it's out in the commercial market? What are the production? How are you producing it? Where are you producing it? What are technologies? And can also take us through the technology part of it. How are things from the battery side, motor controller, what all it.
Yeah, so our plant is set up in Chakan, which is the hub of automobile. From that plant, we can currently do about 30,000 vehicles a year. and we are also looking at expansion of that particular plant as we start to get into production mode. On the technology side of things, there's a lot of inbuilt technology that we are giving to the customers, especially fleet operators. Imagine a fleet operator looking at 10,000 vehicles. They don't know when certain parts are going to go bad. To keep a car running all the time, it's important that you maintain the cars very well, and that is where our technology comes into picture. We can even pinpoint if a bulb is not working, or if your particular wiper motor is not working properly, or your AC is not functioning at 100% efficiency, because every drop in efficiency of air conditioning also drops your range. So those are important factors that what the fleet operator can see on a dashboard and start scheduling services in between downtimes, or maybe even while charging. So with the technology part of it, it becomes much easier to maintain high up rate for our clients, and then definitely increase their profitability.
What is the range of this particular product?
So currently, this product is coming with 200 plus kilometers of range that is tested in the cities, and we are looking at even expanding that if the market requirements are moving towards that.
Tell us about the production of Ezio. How are you doing it? Where are you doing it? How many units you have targeted in the first year?
So production, we are following world standards. When you talk about production, our plant is in Chakan, and 70 to 80% of our suppliers are also based in Chakan. So that reduces our logistics, makes SCM very easy for us. We are looking at working with only grade A suppliers when it comes to battery, when it comes to motors. We are looking at partnering with solution providers who have time and tested parts in the market. So with the backing of great suppliers and a lean manufacturing in Chakan, we are bringing this product to market. Currently, we are tracking around 30,000 annual production from that particular plant.
Uh, okay. There is another concept that I have been able to see about the cargo. Talk to us about that concept. And are there any new vehicles that you're also currently working on? How many new products we can see from Gensol EV?
So yeah, we are just getting started. This is the first product we brought to the market. We are launching it today. With the cargo, what we are building is the true last mile delivery vehicle. The current problem with the solutions are the entry heights are very high. They can't take too much payload. With this product, the entry height is very low, and the side entries, that means access to packages are very easy. And with that product, you can achieve 160 kilometers of range and 800 kilos of payload capacity. Again, at a price point closer to a three-wheeler EV in that segment. So again, that is going to be a class-defining product that we are bringing to the market there.
And any more new products that you're working on? And it will all the concept will be on a three-wheel platform, or are you also looking at the four-wheel platform?
We have started working on some of the four-wheeler platforms. We will be bringing several more products in this market space. India, I think, is on the cusp of really exploring a lot of EV options, and we want to be at the forefront of all of that. Along with the group synergy, our group is into solar renewables. So combined effort is towards sustainability, carbon emission reduction, and those are our main points. So products from Gensol EV will be around those.
So what I sense is that you're trying to crack the code of the affordability factor of EVs by reducing weight, doing new platforms, and even for the four-wheeler also, because your primary customer is a fleet owner or a driver, and moving forward, you're looking from those two-wheelers migrating towards the passenger vehicle.
I'll put it slightly differently. We are looking at impact. So if you look at fleet operators, fleet cars are the most driven cars. So if you want to really talk about impact, changing those into EVs is going to be the most impact to sustainability. And that's where we're starting. So ride hailing, last mile delivery, that's our bread and butter right now. We want to make a huge impact there. Pollution in India is not getting solved. It's only companies like ours which can come into the picture and bring fresh solutions to the market. And the hope is we really start a big revolution here.
Thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you. Thanks.